Main and Tompkins Street. Here at the corner of Main and Tompkins, we have the mother-in-law house. The mother-in-law house, so-called because of a story about a mother-in-law living in it, about a guy who had his mother-in-law living in the house. More recent research has identified Francis Kramer's residence as being in a different building further down the street, which is no longer standing. A building that was burned by fire in the 1970s. I think 1972, if memory serves me correctly on that. The mother-in-law house was built on the site of what was Francis Kramer's warehouse, which sustained a lot of damage in the 1876 tornado. And so the two-story warehouse was either torn down or modified into the building that you see today and turned into a residence. This is the winery, the Little Hills, that I'm standing in front of. And this is a block I didn't cover last night, so this will pick up where I left off last night. Back behind here, there was a stone building. And the stone building, catty-cornered behind these two buildings, where this patio is located today, is identified as Eckert's Tavern by John Busey. It surprised me, but that's something I recently came across. Here is the site of the building that I talked about, which burned. It was Bonaparte's restaurant, and it burned. And this is Braden's, and as you can see, this is the building that's commonly called Eckert's Tavern, and it's been home to a number of different restaurants. The thing with this building being Eckert's Tavern, it appears to actually date from a later time frame. Again, research into tax records is very helpful on dating this building, and it appears that it dates from the Civil War time frame, maybe about 1863. It may even be later than that. There's some indications that the building has actually been modified somewhat, and also some indications that an extension's been added onto the rear of the building. Next door we have 519, and across over here the Crow's Nest, currently home to Figaro's, owned by actually a member of the Ambassadors of Harmony. Now this building was supposed to have been the site of Timothy Kibbe's house. However, Timothy Kibbe didn't own property in this city block. No, he owned property across the street on the site of the Zeisler building. More about that in just a minute.